If you're a pool noodle, swimming pool noodle fisherman fishing for a catfish, after a while you'll notice that your swimming pool noodles on your fishing gear has decayed, probably either sunlight, rain, or combination. But after a while you'll want to replace those. I'm going to show you how to easily replace them. Of course, you'll unwrap the line. We're going to replace that line. Let me show you that first. This is twisted line, and over time this stuff will unravel and it'll kink and all that sort of stuff. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to replace it with braided line. Much better, stronger, and smaller diameter. Alright. But we're going to save this hook because there's nothing wrong with the hook. Man, that stuff makes a mess. Alright. And this is the easy part. You just take your razor knife, make a slit right down the center. Be careful not to cut yourself. And look at this, it just peels right out. Now this is your bare noodle. And I have to go get another section of noodle, but I'll be right back to show you how to do that. Alright, I'm back with the pool noodle. Now what we're going to do is just eyeball how long this needs to be. And I'll go ahead and make a mark right around there. And use our utility knife to cut it. And these are easy to cut. You just kind of puncture it in and then roll it. And you can make a pretty square cut. Alright. And these will normally just slide down in here. Now sometimes if these don't want to slide, you can get some Dawn dishwashing liquid, put on there, and it'll lubricate enough to go on there. And see, this way there's no way that's going to come off now. Catfish can't get that off. So now we've got our noodle replaced. Now we're going to replace our string on here. And I use twine, braided twine. Oop. And we're going to put about 5 feet on here. That one had about 3, but we're going with 5 this time. Alright. There's 3. Alright. There's 5 feet right there. A little bit extra. And I'm going to tie this on. I normally use just a little slip knot and then double knot it at the end. We've done that for years and have had no problems at all. Alright. And to make sure that this never unravels, let me trim that down a little bit. There we go. Just take a lighter. Alright, and that is never going to unravel. And then we're going to take a sinker. I'm doing this one for my dad, and we're going to use this type of a sinker for it. This is just a little barrel sinker. And we're going to go about 6 inches from the base. Okay, and we'll leave a little for the hook. So about right there is where we're going to tie this one on. Right there it goes. Just make a simple knot, nothing too fancy. If you want to double it, you can. I don't know that there's a need to, but that way it won't go anywhere. And then tie our hook back on. I use the same knot again. Now why did we go from blue to hot pink? The blue is decently visible in the water, but you have to get pretty close to see them. The pink, you can see them almost across the lake. You can see them from from a great distance. And it's just easier to find. Alright, I'm going to trim this little end off here if I can. Use my cigarette lighter to burn that end. Alright. And now I'm going to wrap this around the end of it. And we'll be almost done. We have one more step to go. And in the video where I show you how to make these from scratch, I told you to always put your name and phone number on these. And the reason you do that is in case you lose one of them, a fisherman can return it to you. And if you do lose one, that's considered littering, and you don't want to be a litter bug. Nobody likes a litter bug. And you can get a ticket for it. Now, if a game warden sees one that's got your name and phone number on it, chances are he's just going to call you and say, hey, I found your noodle. You want to come pick it up, or I'm going to leave it somewhere for you. So this one is my dad's, so I'm going to put his name on it. Okay, I've got his name. And in addition to his name, we're going to put his phone number on there. Now, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm not giving your whole phone number, but you can see 318, and then I'll put the rest of his phone number on there. But this way, somebody can retrieve it and can return it to you. And that's all there is to replacing the noodle on a fishing noodle. If you don't want to bother with making these or replacing them yourself, I sell these at a reasonable price on my website. So take a look. And if you want to see an example of these fishing, watch this. Oh yeah! You see it going across the water? You about to run over it, fish? Coming to my side. He's over there? Yeah. Oh, he's running. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's a good one.